So I had a meeting recently, and I just keep playing this meeting over and over in my head, and I'm like, you could have did this, you could have did that, you could have did this. Like I just keep critiquing myself, and I know we do that sometimes. We go into situations, presentation. Maybe you gotta do public speaking, maybe even just a regular meeting, and you have it in your head like I'm gonna say this, but then when you get there, it doesn't turn out that way, and then you're like playing over in your head like, damn, I should have said this, damn, I should have said that. So that's what I was doing after the meeting I had. But what I have to keep reminding myself, because I'll play something over and over and over in my head, like I'll keep on like studying that shit to the T to try to like critique it, right? But what I realized is that the reason like why I struggled in that meeting was because that was not a safe space for me. It wasn't. Like even the way that we were sitting in the meeting, and I didn't, again, I had to go back, I'm like processing it. The way we were sitting was the people that we were having the meeting with, they were sitting on one side of the table and I was sitting on the same side of the table as them. Now my two bosses, they were on the opposite side of the table. Now what side of the table y'all think I should have been on? Probably on their side of the table. Or maybe you don't think it didn't even matter. But if we're a team, right? If we are coming together to have a meeting of the minds to talk about I was talking about my organization, and this team came in to talk about their organization, and my two bosses was there basically for the questions that I couldn't answer because it's above my pay grade. They were there for that. Nonetheless, I should have been on, in my opinion, I should have been on that side with my with the team, with my team. But there is no team. There is no team. And I know that. And I felt like the people from the organization, they kind of knew that too. Like it was a disconnect between myself and my bosses, right? Like, and I keep thinking about that shit over and over and over because for years I knew that I'm not working in a safe space. I can't go to my bosses and say, hey, can I get your feedback on this? And I've tried it in the past and nothing. And then on top of that, in the meeting, first of all, I thought that I was gonna share some stuff about my organization, right? And I did, but for the first 45 minutes, I was listening to the other organization. This gentleman gives his presentation, and the way that this mind is set up. First of all, I didn't expect the meeting to go to go this way. So, and I didn't expect the gentleman to talk for so long. So now I'm trying to I'm listening to him and I'm engaging, but I'm still trying to make sure that I know what I need to say. But you lost me after the first 15 minutes, and I'm like, holy shit, like I'm trying to reel myself back in, but I already felt like I was like, yeah, like no, I didn't feel prepared for the meeting. Now, let me tell y'all something. Like I practice. Like even when I got the invite for the meeting, I was just told, okay, you're going to discuss your program. Like that's not really what that meeting was. But I practice like telling information about my organization. I even practice like a little what am I trying to say? Like a little something to break the ice between me and the other partner, a potential partner. But it was like once I got in that meeting, I was like, this is not. And even the second boss in command, like while we were waiting for people to come in, she was like, you know what this about? And I'm like, I don't know. I think it might be. She wasn't even prepared. Like we just didn't know. And again, like I practiced. The meeting got pushed back twice, and I had time to practice, y'all. I had time to practice, and I still got in that meeting because, for one, I don't feel prepared after I realized, like, hold on, like, this is not what I thought it was, and then I'm not in a safe space. I have worked at this shop for 12 years, and it has never been a safe space for me, never, and I stayed for so long because that's how I grew up. I grew up in an environment where my mom treated me no differently from the way that the boss treated me. And that's a realization for me. My mom, like, I never felt safe at home. And it's the same thing at work. The same thing at work. On top of the fact that the population that I service, like, my clients don't be doing too much, but sometimes they do. And it's like I'm always like this all day long. And I'm like, I don't want that for me. So the what's supposed to be the support for me, there's no support there. It's like only certain people are a mentor. And so my new boss, she was mentored by the big boss. And so in the meeting, I'm paying attention to how they're interacting with each other. And she's so free to be herself. I've been working here for just as long as her. And that I never, ever had that freedom to be myself without being judged. Without being judged. And I've run multiple youth programs for them. And I never was supported in the way that I needed to be supported. It was kind of like, you're weird. And let me tell you something. As an empath, a deep, like I can feel people shit. I can see people shit. I see their inner child. I see their weirdness. I see their awkwardness. But they feel like because they have a title that they could just be mean girl, mean boy, like do bully shit. And like I really, in that meeting, like I felt it. I felt it. I was like, yo, this is not a safe space. All while this man is talking, I'm just paying attention to how my two bosses are like engaging with his story, and I'm sitting there so stoic and like scared to like really like engage because this my boss tried to instill fear in me, fear to be myself. I remember going to her. I was trying not to say what pronoun it was, but it don't even fucking matter. I remember going to her and I was, hi mama, I was struggling with postpartum really, really bad. And I had just, my son was about to be 1 year old, but I've worked with kids all my life, so I had been running the youth programs. But now my son is 1, and it's getting to be too much. It was a lot of stuff going on in my. Now you trying it, skedaddle cattle. There's a lot of stuff going on in my household with my son's father. We were living with his family, and it was just a lot. And then on top of that, the boss that I had at the time was no different from my son's father. So I'm dealing with all of this, and I'm trying to come to my boss, woman to woman, like, hey, like, can I be transferred somewhere else because it's getting to be too much? I came to her so vulnerable. When I tell y'all, like, as vulnerable as much as like my mustache had grown because I got PCOS, my chin had grown, sideburns way down here on the Shanti. Love you, girl, but you know how sideburns be. I came to this woman like looking like I need help. And she looked at me in disgust, like, I'll see what I can do. No compassion, no empathy. Now, I understand, like, that jobs, they ain't supposed, you just supposed to be there to do your job. But nah, man, nah. If you was like that to everybody, then okay. But when you pick and choose who you're like that to, I don't like that. I don't like that. And for as long as I've been there, I always figured it out because who I am as a person. Like, I always figured it out. How to get whatever the hell I had to get done, I got it done. But in that meeting, I think that was like my final straw. I was like, this is not a safe space for me. It's not. It's not. It's not. I remember other presentations and feeling like, oh, I could have did this better. Go knock on my boss door. Hey, can I ask your opinion on something? How did I do? Not too much feedback. Not too much help. Not too much insight. And it's like, oh, yeah.